me show you the goats real quick.
Let's go.
Welcome to the year of the goat.
Something in the soil make us go
Facts.
hard. And we don't bother jumping over low bars. If you don't got reception, you must be on low bar.
Fuck with this,
And you
fuck
wonder
with
why
this.
your wallet looking low carb. Your whole team lack the protein, so get some creatine in your
Listen to
routine
these
before
bars,
protein.
yo.
You thought you're doing something with your row machine. Well, I be on the open water, swimming against the ocean streams, ignoring all the oh shit screams.
Shottie
When haters looking through
305.
their phone flip screens. But you don't really get the picture to the whole flick screen. I don't lip read, you better turn the volume up. You don't gotta dress it when you address it. Why these toys be trying to dog you up? Man, I was chillin', but Tev told me dog you up.
Dog
Try to
you
match my
up.
output is arduous.
Smoke
The
shop
hardest working in the
Jesus.
city. Who gon' argue us?
Fucking day.
You don't even know him, but in God you trust.
Pay
I need that
attention.
same level of faith. Cause you don't know if you got a spot in heaven till you get to the gate. And now Jesus looking at you funny, like you broke all the commandments, but got a tattoo of me. A statue in your study, but never read through Matthew. So I won't grant you nothing.
So
I've
I
had a
won't
lot of
grant you
disappointments,
nothing.
a lot of
F,
no-shows
cut
and
that, brother F.
misappointments,
Cut that,
a lot of
brother
suicidal
F.
thoughts.
My brother Shottie said, you don't even know him, but in God you trust. I need that same level of faith. Damn, hit me, brother F.
Feel me?
We're going to get into these bars. Jersey, New York, tri-state area, Cali, Miami, worldwide, Canada. Shout out to everybody up there.
Listen up, baby.
New Shottie, the Goat Farm. This joint is called
Shout out, bro.
Sincerely Yours.
Tab 95.
Listen though,
Yes, sir.
you feel me? Ain't nothing changed but the
This
future
shit
price.
different.
I'm on a phone call with Jesus Christ. I told him that my features spike. You know how much beans and rice it takes to feed six. You think because I'm gifted with the freestyle, this a free gift? Bro, you really gotta believe this shit. The
ones talking be the first to leave the shit.
Preach about leadership.
Preach about
But how many
leadership.
leaders you willing to bleed for this? How many nights you willing to sacrifice sleep for this?
Cut it, brother
A lot
F,
of
cut
broken
it.
hearts.
How many liters are you willing to bleed for this Bloodshot? How many
Damn.
nights are you willing to sacrifice sleep for this? Damn.
Yeah, he
Every
on
night,
shit.
D.
Welcome to season 5 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. I am the brother Burnz. I'm here with the brother VS.
You know what it be. VS to the OP. Season 5. We back.
Fact.
2023.
On the check-in, the GOAT year. On the check-in, we got the brother Bloodshot.
The GOAT, yeah. We the GOAT fucking podcast, nigga. Let's go.
And special guest today, Smoke Shop Jesus, the owner of the Goat Farm himself,
First guest
Miami's
of the year.
own Shottie 305. What's good, my brother?
Shottie, baby. What's good with y'all?
Shottie, not Shooty.
I
Get
was
your
just gonna
letters
say.
straight.
Feel me?
Not shooting. Not shooting.
You got a new
You know,
album
a
out.
couple sites got it wrong, bro. They call me Shooty out here,
Yo,
bro.
that's
It's like,
fucked
come on,
up, bro. It's Shottie. Get that straight. Everybody make sure you're following
your
him
letters
at
right.
Shottie305 on Instagram. New album out. Welcome to the Goat Farm. It's the year of the GOAT. The Goat Farm is the name of the album. There's
Yeah.
merch out there. Go pick it up. Go listen to the album. 11 tracks, pure fire.
Yeah. One after
Shottie,
the
my
other.
brother, welcome back to the show. First and
Yeah.
foremost, much love to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to Miami. Shout out to Tev95. Shout out to the brother Brian D. Everybody doing their thing in the 305. I seen you put a show on, the album release party. Shout out to that. Welcome back, my brother. Much love, much respect. Dope album. Congratulations. How you
Yeah,
feeling?
I'm feeling great, bro. First and foremost, like I told you before the show, but I was looking forward to this one, man, because last time I was on the show, it just felt like I was chilling with the homies and shit. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
sir. Absolutely.
yeah,
bro.
I'm happy to be back, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming back, man.
Yeah,
And
man, for
next time
sure.
I go to Miami, I definitely want to hit the smoke shop. What's the name of the smoke shop?
Midtown Smoke Shop, 3503 Northeast 2nd Ave.
If you down there, go check that out. Go visit Smoke Shop Jesus. He gonna hook you up. The Terps is terping, baby.
Yeah.
You know the smell.
We're gonna
You
get
know the
into
smell?
the album. I got bars that I wrote down from every single song that, whether you break them down or not, if we got time, we're gonna try to get to that. But I just want to show you love on all of these bars because I felt like they all touched me and connected with me. And before we get into that, though, the brother Bloodshot. Matter of fact, before we get into what the brother Bloodshot got, shout out to everybody in Tampa. Shout out to the Breath Babies. I want to give a special shout out to anybody who was alone on Christmas and New Year's, whether you were physically alone. Always remember, you are not mentally alone. You are not spiritually alone. Your loved ones are still around. Energy does not die. So even if you were alone in the physical, you were surrounded by love. You were protected by angels. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody else. Happy New Year 2023. Year of the GOAT. Happy birthday to Tiana Michelle, 24 years old.
Wow.
Kobe year inside the Jordan year. So that's like double GOAT status. Shout out to that.
Wow. The original breath, baby.
Absolutely. Shout out to everybody checking in on the YouTube. Shout out to everybody checking in on Spotify. Shout out to everybody checking in on Apple Podcast and Google Play. The YouTube is popping, getting a lot of comments, getting a lot of like feedback. A lot of people shitting on me on the Nas episode, talking about how can I say this is the hottest shit on the album, and in the next sentence say I haven't heard the album. That's just how I do. So fuck it. I don't know. That's the hottest shit on the album. When I heard the whole album, that was still the hottest shit. So I was right.
Okay.
Now, the brother Bludshot got some current events you said, or something you wanted to talk about before we get into the Shottie interview?
Yeah, it's just one thing. It happens to be a current event, and it's just a coincidence that we're talking to Shottie from Miami. So I want to ask you, obviously you most likely heard about the shooting that went down in Miami Gardens involving French Montana and his crew and entourage during a video shoot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know too many details about it, but man, anytime some shit like that goes down and it's somehow attached to hip hop, I feel like that's a black eye on the culture, bro. So, you know, Miami, New York, LA, wherever this shit happens, bro, I feel like, man, we need to keep that shit out of the culture, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's definitely not a positive movement, and that's what this culture is like Absol said. This is an intelligent movement. And that's what it should be, you know what I'm saying? So definitely anybody that was harmed, you know what I'm saying? Like my condolences. But yeah, we need to keep that shit outside of hip hop, bro. Straight up.
Message. Agreed, man. Agreed. I believe there was a director that was involved that he's in critical now. And it's just bad, bro. Looks like bad karma follows French, unfortunately. And yeah, man, shout out to the whole Miami and everybody from that crew and everybody. I hope they good. And I just wanted to see what your thoughts were on that. Appreciate it.
Yo, Blood, was that a recent event that happened? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
a few days ago, right?
Might have been like 2-3 days ago.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
French Montana got shot or shot at?
Shot, well, we don't know. We know that there was a shooting during the video, and the director, I don't have his name, unfortunately, but he was hit, and he's in critical right now.
Uh-huh. Shout out to that. Not the shooting. Shout out to French Montana. Everybody hopefully safe.
Yeah, man.
We lost a lot of rappers last year to
violence.
Unnecessary violence. Rest in peace to Gangsta Boo. He just passed away as legend.
Word.
From
man.
Word. But we lost a lot of talent, a lot of loved ones, a lot of good people last year due to unnecessary violence. So let's hopefully the culture, the people, the kids don't carry that over into the new year. But these fucking kids are wilding, bro. I was reading a story yesterday about a 6-year-old that shot his teacher.
Yeah.
What?
Crazy, bro.
6 years old, bro.
Crazy shit.
Where they getting these guns from? What the fuck?
The parents, man.
Yeah,
gotta be the parents.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know, y'all live in a gun state, so y'all know how easy it is, not necessarily to get access to purchase a gun, but you know, people are careless with their weapon, leave it lying around,
Facts.
kids, you know, whatever the case may be.
No, speaking of which, now you don't even have to have a license to carry.
Facts.
Yeah.
So shit's about to get wild out here, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
And it's not only out there. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with news regarding laws lately, but there's like in New York, they can't arrest a 12-year-old. 12 or under, they can't arrest you for anything except like murder. So kids are out here about to be wilding. I think in Illinois somewhere, they put out some new laws to start the new year that they was like, if someone comes into your crib, the police can't kick them out for trespassing.
Oh, I
you
heard
have
about
to
that.
decide what level of aggression to use to get
force,
them
yeah,
out.
I did see
And
Yeah, it's like a purge state now.
yeah,
They're
like if you call the cops, they're not coming.
Yeah, they're basically like, yo, handle it on your own, fam. You on your own.
Yo, not only that, I was reading yesterday too about like you remember in the Matrix where they had the farm of babies and they were the batteries?
Yeah.
That shit is like
Oh,
a real
now they're
thing
doing that shit. Yeah, I did see that
And you
shit.
can order a baby.
Yeah,
And you can be
yeah,
like, I
yeah.
want them with
I
blue
did see that
eyes
shit.
and
Yep.
yo,
They're gonna
just some crazy
manufacture.
shit,
They're
man.
gonna manufacture human beings.
We're living in weird times and in the future.
It's not weird, bro. We knew
And
this
it's
shit was
fucked
coming,
up,
bro. It's the Matrix, baby.
No, it's weird.
Kinda
It's
reminds me
weird
of-
if you're not born into it. If you're like we
Oh,
saw the
yeah,
before,
yeah.
so we did see it coming, but we know what life was before it. Like these kids don't know.
Yeah,
They think
man.
it's like they think it's a regular
Yeah.
shit.
I think
It
that's why.
reminds me of the previous album that Shottie had, that he was talking like some apocalyptic shit. And if you just don't got your third eye open, you gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you mentioned that, Bloodshot. I actually have a question for you, Shottie, regarding the last album. What exactly is Moskvitch? Is that a vehicle?
It's a vehicle, man. It's kind of a long story how we arrived to that, but it's basically like all the beats that we were drawing from, all the samples that we were drawing from on that album. Tev had got this pack of like just like Russian music from like the Soviet era. I'm talking about like terabytes of this shit, you know what I mean? And he was just sampling a bunch of Russian records. And then I have a separate story with the Moskvitch. It's when I did my documentary on the Taino Indians in Cuba.
Right.
The car that we were riding around with it was a Moskvitch. So the connection was that my first album was named DeLorean, which is a car, you know what I'm saying? So we figured let's go with the Moskvitch for the Russian album.
Yeah.
Okay, and you mentioned that on this album. There's a bar like when I was in Guantanamo in the Moskvitch. I could be wrong, but it sounded like that, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Dope. So again, let's get into the new album, right? Y'all brothers got any other current events or anything else pressing y'all wanted to talk about? Shout out to Kyrie Irving. He's out there doing his thing, proving everybody wrong.
Of course.
And doing it, covering up his Nike symbols, which I love. Like fuck Nike.
Yeah.
And
He's about to sign hopefully, I got my fingers crossed with this company called SIA. SIA somewhere in America.
I read that. Yeah.
And I've been following the brand designer for years, like the brand owner, maybe about 5 years. He's dope. He does dope shit. And hopefully Kyrie signs with him. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Shout out to that. The brother One Got Beats is it Sia or Saya?
It's supposed to be SIA because it's just SIA and it stands for somewhere in America.
Yeah. Okay. The brother One Got Beats was the first person I seen wearing Sias.
Okay.
And
that's right. Yeah. He repped hard for them.
Shout out to that. Shout out to Saya. Hopefully they do get that deal.
Yeah.
It's still fuck Nike. I don't have anything much else for the new year. Again, rest in peace, Gangsta Boo. Happy New Year to everybody. The Jordan year. Make sure you go out there and excel.
Goat year, baby.
And
new season, baby. Season 5, yo.
So now let's get into the Goat Farm, right?
The first guest of the year,
brother Shottie.
Hey, I'm honored, bro. First guest of the year. I didn't realize that. I'm honored, though.
As are we, bro.
How could we start the new year out if not with the GOAT,
exactly,
bro?
the GOAT New Year. How could we not start with the GOAT Farm?
Let's go.
I wanna like think in the back of my mind, this is the narcissist in me.
Oh yeah.
That I'm like, yo.
No, you don't say.
He named it Goat Farm because of the last song, the Goat, the Kanye song.
Yeah, Old Dirty Kanye.
You absolutely you're not wrong. You're not wrong, though.
Yeah. Old Dirty Kanye. That's one of my favorite.
That's what's up. Yeah, still one of my favorite joints. Absolutely, man.
Very dope.
So, what was the thought process behind naming the Goat Farm as such?
I'm glad you asked that, and I'm glad you brought up Old Dirty Kanye. But I don't think it was just Old Dirty Kanye. Like, if you go back and listen to Moskvitch 3, bro, I say GOAT on about 5 different songs, bro. And that's just kind of the mentality that I've been on. It's been like this progression from the first comeback album, which was Moskvitch 1. I was mostly on that pure gratitude shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I had a new appreciation. Yeah, you feel me? That's the mode that I was in. I had a new appreciation for this hip hop shit, and that was me, coming back in, and that's how I felt. But after the first couple releases, I'm like, all right, bro, the nice guy shit is done. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, we got to declare our greatness, bro. Because, people might have just caught on to Shottie and Tev now. But, bro, we've been dropping shit since 2011, 2012. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been at this for a long time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, bro. We've been doing this shit for a long time, So I feel like now we're just like, bro, take no prisoners. You know what I mean? We have to declare our greatness, and we got to stand by it.
Absolutely. And I think this album does a really good job of that. It starts with the first song, Welcome to the Goat Farm.
That's one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. So in this song, I'm just gonna read off the bars that I wrote down that I fuck with, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the song. Right in the first verse, you say you don't even know him, but in God you trust. I need that same level of faith. You don't know if you got a spot in heaven till you get to the gates. And now Jesus looking at you funny, like you broke all the commandments but got a tattoo of me, a statue in your study, never read through Matthew, so I grant you nothing. Damn! Like, so when I hear these bars, right, I picture that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, how many people live life through that belief of, you know, they're going to heaven and then get there and imagine it almost like a club setting, you know, and it's like Jesus the bouncer and he's like, you're not getting in here.
Yeah, you crazy?
Where were you? All right, before I ask you where you were when you wrote these specific bars,
that was gonna be my question.
do you still physically write your bars?
Nah, I haven't written a rap since like maybe 2005.
So you construct them like mentally?
Yeah, I listen to the beat and I just kind of like zone out for a little while and then I just get it. I feel like, to be honest, bro, and that's like, I don't like the whole like trying to flex that shit or anything, but it's like I'm at the point where if I see a blank piece of paper, I probably can't write the verse.
Right.
Like that shit throws me off. I'd rather just live inside the beat, you know what I'm saying? And just smoke out, listen to the beat, and then just come up with the shit. I feel like it helps the cadence. It just relaxes you a little bit. You know what I mean? Whereas if you're looking at that blank paper, man, it's like it's different, bro. It feels like a homework assignment.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like limiting.
Right.
So yeah. Go ahead.
So that was gonna be my question then. What the fuck was going on with you that you came up with that?
I don't even, bro. That's hard to say. I know this, bro. You know, I'm Dominican, so I came up Catholic.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily a religious person. I'm not at all a religious person, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But religious iconography and imagery always finds its way into my music because that's just what I grew up around.
That's
so like
I
kind of compare it to like, right, exactly. It's like Scorsese.
Yeah.
You always get, he always throws the Catholic shit in there. You know what I'm saying? Like even though the movie's not necessarily about that, he'll throw that shit in there.
Right.
So really what I was trying to say there is like, y'all don't even know if this shit is real, but yet, you know what I'm saying? It's like the biggest thugs are the most religious dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all out there doing the most dirt, and these are the people that got the most faith. You know what I mean? So it's like, I need that.
Exactly.
I need that now. You know what I'm saying?
That's the most important bar in like this whole scheme of rhymes.
Yeah.
Is that I need that same level of faith. Because imagine if people believed in you like they believe in church and in Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. Blindly.
You'd be godlike almost.
Blindly, yeah.
Right.
Yo, you know what's crazy that you said about the religious iconography and being Dominican? The flag has a cross and a Bible in it, so that's just bananas.
Yeah.
Big facts. Big facts. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's just part of the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. Absolutely. Where was Tev 95 on this album as far as production wise? Was because I feel like this one is not. Moskvitch, you told me he had the Russian era of samples. Yeah. This one I feel leans more towards Miami Latino.
Some of it.
Not sound, but like I feel it more. Yeah, like the samples
like the
were more like
like
the
backdrops of it.
I think Tev made a conscious effort to be a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
This time around, you know, like Moskvitch had a lot of conceptual records and this one is kind of straight to the point. Like I said, it's just a declaration of greatness. And I think that's where Tev was coming from with the beats. He was like, all right, fuck all the cute shit. We did the Moskvitch was the artsy shit. Now we got to fucking smack these dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of where we're at right now. Like, yo, it's time to start smacking people, dog.
And who came up with the artwork?
Yo, that's the homie Ian Cinco, man. He's the same one that came up. Like, so he developed the car head concept that we had going for Moskvitch, right? So now we're doing the goat heads, and he came up with that shit. You know, he basically does like the goat heads, and then I put together that like all the shit around it. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, it's a collaboration with me and Ian, but Ian's a fucking incredible artist based in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Ian Cinco, definitely look him up.
Yeah.
Shout out to him,
definitely,
man.
That cover's dope because I like the fact that he put the iconic Muhammad Ali Sonny Liston, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't do it with the ring. He didn't put it in the ring. And even though he did it with like the background with like the cloud, it looked kind of like he was still in the ring because of the different layers and shit. That shit was dope.
Yeah.
That was a dope cover.
And
Ian's
there's
a genius,
merch.
man.
There's merch for that, so everybody make sure you check that out.
dope
Shout
as
out to make sure you follow
Right.
Shottie305 and get in tune with that merch for the GOAT
Yeah,
Fund. Track 2, Keep It Pushing. I'm trying to build on Boardwalk and Park and spend a bill when I'm bored, but I ain't talking about charts. And then, mind you, to the fans and to the listeners, go listen to the album, because I was at work writing these bars. So there's some that is like, I'm only giving y'all 2 bars out of like a 10-bar
Exactly.
couplet. And that's another thing that I like about you, Shottie. Like, you don't follow a rhyme scheme of like ABAB or, 4 bars, whatever. It could be like 6, 7 bars that are still rhyming and in continuation and getting this one specific little message across. So shout out to that, man. My favorite part of this song actually is after these bars continue, right? I'm trying and spend a bill when I bored, but I ain't talking charts. You say something else. There's a bar in there that I don't recall. And then you say,
Spend a bill when I'm bored, when I tell the roots line, yeah?
yes, if I stick to my roots, things won't fall apart. And then you kiss your girlfriend on her forehead, which is where I had my balls parked. But then it pauses, and there's a drop, and then there's a kiss. Mwah. And then there's another drop.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit.
And it's perfect because you fit it in
Oh my
perfect on the video.
God, bro.
You're like,
Yeah.
well, right there, I was like, oh, that's the worst.
That is like, yo, that's so top tier production wise. Just to put those little 4 seconds together so perfectly.
Yeah.
It's art, bro.
Yeah, man. So shout
The
out
way
to
that
that.
Tev like patterns his beats
Yeah.
is so like people just listen to the beat, right? But listen to the way the songs are patterned. That's a lot of that is Tev, you know what I'm saying? And it's so unusual compared to all the other hip hop that you see, especially in that lane. A lot of people put us like in that kind of like Griselda lane, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that shit is unique to that lane, I feel like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of other producers doing what Tev does.
yeah.
And that's the genius of it, because we could dip our toes in that lane, but I think Tev's shit is different though. Like I think it has potential to sneak into other lanes too. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Well-
and go ahead.
Well, I think in the case of like where you have like the Griselda sound and then you have Tev,
Right.
the thing is the difference is Miami and Buffalo. It's kind of like the drill. You have Chicago drill, New York drill, you know what I'm saying? So it would be similar, you know what I'm saying? They have you're in the same lane, but the distinguishable difference is that one is from Miami, the other one's from
There's
from
still
Buffalo
little
shit.
regionalities.
Yeah, exactly.
To it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're
But
Chicos. We're Chicos from Miami. You
That's
know
the
what I'm saying?
thing.
It's
And
a
you're
big deal, yeah.
doing things that they're not similar to the things they're doing. You're not doing. You know what I'm saying? So
But also,
that's
you
why
know,
it sets you guys apart.
Yeah. Also, that extended family to Griselda, like Rock Marciano or
Exactly.
38 Spesh. You know, those type of sounds. I really like it, bro.
Yeah.
Rock
Yeah,
started
yeah,
this
absolutely.
lane, in my opinion.
Right,
Rock
he did.
Marciano started
He
this,
did,
this
he
lane
did.
for sure. You know.
Facts.
You know why I got to give Shottie props and Tev9? Shout out to Tev95, excuse me.
Word.
I don't want him to be like excluded or left out because he did his
No,
thing and he
absolutely.
does his thing on all the projects. So we
Yeah,
want to
it's
make
50-50 with
give
me
him
and
his
him. You know what I'm
flowers.
saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
On this show, if you're a listener to this show, you'll know that my palette leans towards mainstream and like hits and like songs that are gonna sell. You know,
That's a fact.
I love all kinds of music and all genres and all artists, and you don't have to be a world famous artist for me to love you, but I skew towards
The mainstream.
hit records.
Yeah.
Where VS skews a little more towards the underground,
Facts.
and Bludshot,
Boom bap.
he likes everything.
Yeah.
And the merengue and shit more so.
He's Dominican, baby. You know, he
But-
has his toes out and shit.
So I say that to say that most songs. So I'm not a big fan of Rock Marciano. No diss to him. He's a legend and he's put in mad hard work and props to him for everything that he's accomplished. But I don't listen to his music. I'm not a fan. You know, it's not for me.
It's not what you
Yeah,
seek.
God bless him. I
Yeah,
wish
yeah.
him all the best. A lot of rappers in that lane fall under that for me. Like, I'm not necessarily rushing to hear
I get what
Griselda
you're saying,
records,
right.
or I'm not rushing to hear, these artists that are considered quote unquote underground.
Okay.
I get what you're saying.
But
I am.
fuck with this album, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that's a fact. I will attest to that because you're the one that you were like, yo, don't forget, Shottie's new album. I was like, and I was gonna say it, but I'm like, I get it. I understand why.
yeah,
You know
because
what I mean?
it is technically whatever. people that want to categorize things and put it into boxes. It would be considered an underground type album.
To me, it's hip hop, baby.
But no. This is different, bro. And I wanna say this face to face, on FaceTime, whatever, but as close as possible. Yo, you're definitely one of my favorite rappers that we've interviewed on the show, and one of my favorite new rappers that I didn't really know existed previously.
True.
From Pure Gratitude, that video, we were just talking about it before the show started. I still watch that shit often. Like, I play it. Shout out to any girl who's ever made me coffee, because I probably played them the video.
Stupid.
Yo, for real, bro. I really fuck with that video.
Nah, for sure.
All the Moskvitches. You know how I feel about Old Dirty Kanye. Like, I can't even say it enough how much that song is.
You played on your show. You played on your show often.
Big time, bro. And I just want to give you props on this album as well. Yo, I don't skip nothing, bro. Like, I don't. No. You know what I mean? I don't skip no songs and shit, man.
That's the idea, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the idea. That's what we're trying to. That's the albums that I love. You feel me? It's the ones that you just throw on.
You say it oftentimes in your rhymes. No filler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No filler.
Yeah. Let me get to another bar on Keep It Pushing, and we're going to veer off the conversation slightly.
Before you do that, though, let me just say, bro, I appreciate those words, man, for real. Like, the shit is humbling to me, and that kind of shit just never gets old, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy to me when somebody fucks with my shit like that. So I appreciate y'all for real.
Keep doing what you're doing. Like, I want to, like, if there's a way I can help more motherfuckers listen to you. Matter of fact, I sent your album to the homie Max.
Yeah,
shout out to the brother Maxie.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all tune into Eardrum Thump Radio on AMP. He got Wu-Tang Wednesdays. He got Mobb Deep Mondays. I sent him your album yesterday because, to me, he is the underground hip-hop aficionado.
He is.
Like, if he fuck with your shit, and I'm waiting for him to text me back with his review.
His input,
He
actually posted. He posted your video a couple times. His name is Max Slow Hip Hop on Instagram.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I seen it.
He'll fuck around and write a synopsis.
Yeah. He will. Like, a thesis on your shit.
Like, yo, this is the reasons why I love this album.
Nah, that's my
cousin. So I'm waiting to hear from him. But anything I could do to help you, this album, 795, I'm gonna do it. I said this. I said this on air. Or I said this off air.
You said it on and off there.
This album is full of Instagram quotes that I'm going to be using throughout 2023. And these next bars, actually, I'm definitely going to use these. I'm going to tag Bludshot. So you said, you better keep your energy protected. That goes for both enemy and friendship.
Yep.
Was there,
an instance,
without going into detail, was there something behind those particular bars?
100%. Yeah, there's my bars are, you know what I mean, like real life, honestly. And I know it's cliche to say that, but bro, I draw from. That's how I've been able to be so prolific for the last couple of years, because I draw from my real life. And guess what? I'm living life every day, so absolutely. You could never run out of shit to talk about when it's like that. So yeah, absolutely, man. That's all that shit comes from a real place.
So to veer off slightly.
Too.
Last episode, everybody who tunes in weekly, at the end of last episode, which was the year in review 2022, the last episode we recorded. Yeah. Brother Bludshot and I bumped heads a little. And our energies were not on the same frequency.
Big facts.
And we spoke after and we made up. But when I heard these bars, I was like, that applies greatly. But you not only have to protect your own energy, and this is veering way off hip hop and albums and shit. Yeah. You not only have to protect your own energy, but sometimes you have to be cognizant and aware of other people's energies. And sometimes you have to protect others from their own energy when they don't even realize. And Bludshot, I'm not talking about you, so don't take this to heart. I'm actually more so talking about myself as someone who sometimes, for one, my face don't lie. So sometimes I'll be going off the rails and I won't notice because it's normal to me. Yeah. And thank God I have friends and people who let me know, like, yo, nigga, you kind of bugging right now. So with that being said, I also want to give a shout out to Brian D. We bumped heads also before the new year. Damn, was I bumping heads with all my friends? Was I fucking? Was I bugging? But no, shout out to Brian D.
It's not me, it's you, nigga.
Yo, no. Let me stop. I'm gonna put them clips up. We gonna take a poll. But nah, shout out to Brian D. He's actually in your hood, Shottie. He's in Miami. Matter of fact, when we first had you on the show and we spoke about you, I believe he said
he did say something, yeah,
that he knew you or y'all might have ran in the same circles. But shout out to him. Shout out to Bludshot. Shout out to the last episode. I'm gonna put them clips up soon.
The Clash of the Gods.
Shout out to friends who know, like, it's never personal. Sometimes niggas is just off, bad day, bad energy, whatever the case may be.
That's what I was telling the both of y'all.
And I've said this on a previous episode. Often the people you love the most, you hurt the most, only because they're so in your circle.
Yeah, of course.
That,
they're closest to you.
They're going to feel your energy. Whatever. All right, back to the song. Number 2, Shottie, Keep It Pushing. At the end, is that Kobe?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Kobe.
It is Kobe, right?
100%. Yeah. We had to put Kobe on the Go Farm.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Rest in peace.
All right, then number 3. Terp Talk. The Terps is Terpin', baby.
Featuring
Yes.
Graph.
Featuring Graph. Absolutely. How'd you get that Graph feature?
We reached out, man. You know what I mean? And bro, we were really fucking, again, humble that he fucks with the joint. You know what I'm saying? And he actually promoted it way more than we thought. You know what I'm saying? So he was very, very involved in the process too. Sent back the mix a couple times, like just very, you know what I mean? Like it was dope, man. Out of all the features we done, like that's definitely been one of the coolest. Cause homie was super cool about it and shit. Bodied that shit too, you know what I mean? And aside from all that, bro, that's one of my favorite rappers. Yeah, he bodied that shit. Yeah.
Where's Graph from?
Queens,
right? Yeah. Blood, you're a Graph fan, no?
Yeah. I thought he did his thing on this. Like he kind of took it back to the essence. I remember Graph when he first was on, and I always said kind of like I felt like Joe Budden took his style and ran with it, and he's the one that blew up with that style. No knock at Joe Budden, obviously, but it was just like this whole way of putting the bars together, and I felt like Graph went back to that on this, and just y'all trading bars back and forth. It sounded real dope track, bro.
Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, like I said, that's one of my favorite rappers, dog. That's one of my favorite rappers, and I think I took some shit from his style too. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been listening to him since the K Slay tapes, like way back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure there's some Graph influence in my style too. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Rest in peace to K Slay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was Graph when wasn't looking at my phone listening to the album the first time.
Who
He sounded like Sci-Hi to me.
He did, yeah, you're right.
He sounded like
sounds a little different.
That's fine. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, but then when I went back to look at it, I was like, oh shit, Graph. That's what's up. All right, so on Terp Talk, you said, bro, I ain't never scared, and I've been in some life and death that could have changed everything with a slight misstep, but the angel on my shoulder hasn't missed yet. So, going back to the religious undertones of the album, there's probably like, I want to say like at least 4 or 5 songs where you're mentioning the God or the angel or Jesus, Smoke Shop Jesus. Well, that's you, Smoke Shop Jesus, yeah.
He also mentions the devil on his shoulder.
Yes, there's another bar that we're gonna get into later that I fuck with heavy, bro. And that one's super dedicated to Bludshot.
Say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
He said dedicated to Bludshot. This nigga.
Oh, this guy.
Also, I just want to say this before we continue that. Big shout out to you for reaching out to me afterward. Because, I actually was going through something that day. It's no excuse, but you could have easily been like, yo, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But you reached out. You checked in on me. And it was a good episode. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I went back and listened to it. It was a good episode.
Yeah. No, you're my brother, bro. I knew it was nothing personal. I knew you something was going on. I'll always check up on a checking tip.
Yeah, bro. You don't get mad at people you don't care about.
Message.
True. That's absolutely. And nothing was edited. Good. We don't edit it.
Nah, we don't. We ain't about that bullshit.
Let's talk. Oh, before we get into the next song, Terps. For those that don't know, myself included, explain to me Terps. I know that's some weed shit.
Yeah, it's basically what gives the weed its taste. You know what I mean? Like when you smell and the taste and smell. So when you smell something, that means the terpenes is really working. You know what I mean?
They terping.
The terps is terping, baby.
Now, how long you been at the smoke shop?
Since March of this year.
Would you consider yourself like a weed expert?
I think I'm definitely a connoisseur. You know what I'm saying? I've been at like cannabis culture is something that has always interested me too. You know what I mean? I've been smoking for a long fucking time, bro. And it's, you know, at this point it's part of my life. Right. You feel me? So I figure might as well just get into that business. It's something that I care about, something that I'm passionate about. And, you know, I could have got into something maybe more lucrative, but the way I saw it, bro, like, when I had stopped rapping and shit, I was doing the corporate thing, you know what I mean? And I was doing all right, doing that shit, but man, it just wasn't, it's not what I'm here to do. Right. So I decided, I was like, whatever it is that I'm going to do, I got to make sure that I could just be myself 24 hours a day, dog. You know what I mean? I don't got to put on the corporate suit and the fucking, mask. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a mask, bro. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, bro, I'm going to be Shottie all fucking day. You know what I mean? The world's going to have to deal with that.
So with the smoke shop, are you also like like owner?
I'm the owner and proprietor.
Shout out to
Midtown
that.
Smoke Shop.
Wow. Yes, Midtown Smoke Shop. Everybody go there, show love.
I'm on my way right now.
Get your terps, get your trees, your goat farm merch. And you had recorded a video like a live performance. Was that in the smoke shop where it was just like a standing mic, and you dropped a verse? That was there too?
Yeah, that was at the smoke shop. Yeah, I was in the back room at the smoke shop and shit. The stock room.
That's a dope story, and I hope any youngsters listening take heed to that and pay attention. You know, you can always study and get your degree and follow this laid out path of, you know, high school, college, corporate, house, kid, boom, 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 whatever. But sometimes you just gotta follow your dreams, bro. Yeah. And that actually leads me to the next song, which is my plug. You got a bar that says, imagine trying to show me shit when you ain't got shit to show. Ain't that a shit show? Like, that's how I feel about that corporate shit. Like, people try to show you and teach you shit, but you're like, I don't give a fuck. I want to be in the smoke shop dropping bars and smoking terps and shit.
Not only that, that was a dope flip on words right there. How many times did you use the word shit?
That's another thing about Shottie. You have an ill way of
putting words together.
Yeah, the wordplay, bro. It's not on this song, but there's a song that you said. I was standing on Collins.
On Collins? That is that song. That's my plug. Don't even smoke. It is the song. Yeah. One day I was high on Collins. Yeah.
And then I realized I had a higher calling. Ah, man. And the way fuck, bro. We're going to get into it. It's not on this song, but there's another song that I wrote the bars, but I didn't write the continue bars. And in the continue bars, you say, I'm something like I'm with a girl. She giving me a handy, but she trying to feel more. And then
at the Fillmore,
at the Fillmore, black and white. They black and white. I'm filming a film noir. Yeah. Yo, when I hear shit like that, I get chills, bro. Like that fucking word usage and little. Yo, shout out to that, bro. That's
awesome, man. Appreciate that.
There was one bar on the previous track on Terp Talk that you said, quoting Bill Cooper, so my voice is hoarse.
Yes.
Like, people won't know what you're talking about unless they, you know, if you
unless they know that book, unless they know the book.
Yeah, behold the pale white horse. So I was like, wow, like, yo, this dude is on some other shit.
And the next bar is like, I'm throwing up information into the pail. Some shit.
Yeah. Behold the pale. I vomit knowledge. You hold the pale.
You hold the pale. Yes. You read a lot, Shottie?
Yeah, I used to, bro. Right now, it's like I'm too busy. You know what I mean? I haven't. Honestly, right now, I've been doing like a little bit of audio books and shit sometimes when I'm in the car. But honestly, bro, I just don't have time to read. But definitely, in my youth, I want to say I was a writer before I even got into hip hop. Okay. You know what I mean? So like so I really do pay attention to the words, and it's because of that. Like before I even knew what hip hop was, I was writing short stories and shit like that. So like language is something that I've always been interested with or without hip hop. It just so happens that hip hop is my passion.
I was going to say it's evident in the way you use words. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody could say words. There's a difference between saying words and actually using words and using them properly. You know what I'm saying? And you're able to flip them and use them properly.
And it makes fucking perfect sense.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Them doubles and shit.
I hate listening to rappers when I feel like they're stretching, like doing a stretch so that they can get to the punchline.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the line before the punchline is kind of a stretch, and they're just trying to make it rhyme. Yeah, dude. Like that shit.
Not to put you in a box, but it's kind of Eminem-ish if you really think about it. Like, he's one of those rappers that I felt use language not like many other rappers. There's very few rappers that can do that, but you got your own lane, you know. Like, again, not to put you in a box, but
if you're gonna put me in a box, put me in the Eminem box. It's okay. I'm not offended though.
Say less.
No, shout out
You
to
know what I'm
Eminem.
saying?
Man. Let's get into number 5, No Flex. So this song is like, if people hear this, there's gotta be like the Miami anthem, or the like the Miami tour guy. Like, when I go to Miami, I want to go to Gahhd, and I don't know what Gahhd is, but I want you to tell me.
Gahhd is when you cook the whole pig, bro. I'm sure you've done it, dog. You just probably call it. It's when you cook the whole pig and like Gahhd, dog.
Oh, okay.
That's in the
okay.
backyard.
See,
It's kind of like a makeshift
Miami,
pit.
as I was saying.
No, rock on, yeah.
Right, it's a makeshift pit. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
It's
Like
like a
Gahhd.
pit, but it's made out of steel.
You know what I
shit.
thought it was, right? A Chinese restaurant.
You thought it was
A Chinese, like a Chino
strip
spot,
club.
like a
dirty
fancy
Chinese
Chino
restaurant?
spot and shit. Yeah, like a fancy one though.
a strip club with nothing but Asian women.
You thought it was a rub and tug?
Hey, point me in that direction.
Nah,
You
I
thought
want to go.
You thought Gahhd was a Chinese prostitute?
Hey,
I want to go to Palacios de los Jugos, bro.
That's the spot.
facts.
Let me tell you.
I
That's the
think I
spot,
passed
bro.
by there last time I was there, not like a month ago, but I don't know if it's like a different spot, but I definitely saw some shit about Hugo, so I was like, damn.
Yeah, that was it. There's like 3 or 4 of them now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
there used to be
okay.
just one. It was like in Little Havana and shit, but now there's 3 or 4 of them and shit. There's one in Kendall now and shit. So man, that's the spot right there.
So I don't know if Burnz has this bar, but you said she's saving up for surgery in Sergio's. I definitely been to Sergio's, and I was definitely there last time I went, and that shit was popping.
No, I didn't write that one. I heard it and I knew. I remembered the reference to the restaurant Sergio's. I wrote down this one. We don't need no outsiders to validate it. You better get that GPS calibrated. Wrong side of town, your hood pass ain't laminated, and now the Jack Boys activated.
Let's go.
That's like that shit could happen to anybody, probably except me, but that shit could happen to anybody.
Especially
where
you,
just end up in the wrong hood. And Miami,
What
you
up?
know, for all the glitz and glam and palm trees and sunshine and shit, there's places in Miami that I bet you don't want to go.
That you can't go. It's not that you don't want to go, that you can't go. You can't
go.
Yeah. Once you cross the bridge, it's a different story. You know what I mean? Like, you could be
Word
chilling
up.
at the beach, and that's a whole different world. But once you cross the bridge, it's like, you know, you better get your GPS calibrated, bro.
For real,
you know what I'm saying?
real.
Make sure you're on the right roads.
Yeah. It's not all palm trees and sand, baby.
Man. Shout out to Miami though man. Again, if you're ever in Miami, play the song No Flex and just go to every spot the brother Shottie names, and you're gonna probably eat good, smoke good.
Hey, I
drink
like
good.
that. It's like a Miami tour guide. That's true.
Yeah.
Though. I didn't think about
When
it
I
like that.
pictured the video, because oftentimes I'll hear a song and I'll just like picture what a video would look like. That's what I thought of right away.
I bet you might mind your
like a
vision
tour
the same.
guide.
Yeah, like somebody driving through and be like,
yeah, that would be Shottie.
He's
showing
in
the
a drop
fire.
and shit, in a dope drop and shit. Yeah.
taking
That's
the
fire.
people to the fire spots that we wouldn't know about as a non-Miamian. You feel me?
Yeah.
Then
Fire,
we get
I
into
like that.
Smoke Shop Jesus. Who gave you that alias?
I did. I did, bro. Yeah, self-anointed. You know what I mean?
Well earned. Well
Yeah,
earned.
definitely earned.
Yeah.
It's Smoke Shop Jesus. I turned water to cannon butter. No stove top needed. Amen in the ad-libs. I love that. Running through that roadblock speeding, you either break or move. Play chicken, I won't stop neither. I had the brakes removed. I wake and bake to break the day, so why you trying to break my mood? That's what I was talking about earlier with like 6-bar couplets, and they just all connect. And then, like I said, I love the little amen ad-lib.
Yeah.
That's what I have a lot of fun with Shottie also, is like little shit in the background and little ad-libs. Like in No Flex, you do like some real Miami shit in the ad-libs if you're paying attention.
That's the homie Yubi. Nah, that's the homie Yubi. That's Apex, the underboss, bro. That's the we had to put him. Yo, Yubi's he's the Miami hip hop mayor, dog. I'm talking about like this dude was fucking with Rose. This dude was fucking with Pitt. I mean, he's like been like a staple of Miami hip hop, and we recorded some of the album at his studio. That's the homie. He actually shot the Taco Tuesday video too.
Okay.
So yeah, man, I had to throw him on the track and just let him do his thing. He's like a real Miami dude from Hialeah and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, that's the homie. Shout out to you.
That definitely like kind of sews it all together and shit.
Hell yeah.
Nah, he added like a nice texture to that song, bro.
He did,
you know
bro.
What I mean?
A nice day texture to it.
There's not. Is there a video for No Flex? Not yet, right?
No.
Not yet. It's coming though.
Yeah, please make that happen.
Nah, there's a video for Keep It Pushing and Taco Tuesday.
Yeah. After Smoke Shop Jesus, actually, we get into Taco Tuesday.
That's my favorite track.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites too. I like that.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
It just has like a single feel to it, you know what I mean?
Y'all remember when fucking LeBron tried to trademark Taco Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on, bro.
Bron's a flop.
Come on, Bron.
Crazy.
I fuck with Bron, but come on, bro.
Yeah. You be capping.
So this is what I wrote down for Taco Tuesday. Dedicated to Bludshot. Y'all got a
Taco Tuesdays. That's the smoke. Taco
that's
Tuesdays.
Yeah, that one's strictly all smoke. Yeah.
So he said y'all got a whole hater coalition. I seen you in the comments. Oh, you the latest edition. I never said I'm number one, but I'm the number two. So keep pushing that handle, and it's gonna flush on you. It's funny. I can smell the sus on you. Yeah, that one.
Hoes catch feelings.
You probably wrote her a love song too.
Facts.
Nah, but I like to keep pulling the handle. It'll flush on you. That right there.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's bugged out because I've listened to this album a lot and shit, and I got like these bars all in here and shit, and they stick. You know what I mean?
They all connect. All of them connect. All of them.
There's a certain narcissism on this album that I really fuck with, that I really connect with.
But it's like he said at the beginning, it's the GOAT year. You got to come out like the GOAT.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I get it.
What's
get it.
the
100%.
song? I didn't write it down. What's the song that has the little girl? She's like, it's a fucking goat.
That's Taco Tuesday.
That is
right at the beginning. Right.
Yo, I love that shit.
I'm not going outside. It's a fucking goat.
I wrote down that the energy's a little different, and that's exactly what it is. Like you bring all the smoke.
No, definitely, absolutely. It's like you said. This one is the GOAT year. You're coming out swinging. It ain't like before where you on some humble shit. I'm happy to be here. This is dope. I like doing what I do. Now this year, I'm showing you what I'm doing.
And I think
and I've had a little bit of opposition out here too. That's kind of what I'm going at in Taco Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, there was some people like my homie UB keeps pushing the Shottie's the number one MC in Miami. I never said this shit, you know what I'm saying? But like UB, who's somebody that's very reputable, dog, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, his opinion counts to me.
Right.
And he's saying, he's basically saying that my shit has got more momentum than other people right now. He ain't saying I'm the fucking best Miami rapper of all time. That's Trick Daddy, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But some people took offense to that shit.
Yeah.
And they put out their little anti-Shottie songs and shit like that. You know what I mean? So
they put out whole anti-Shottie songs?
Oh, dude's got records, videos.
Get out
paying for promo. It's
Stop playing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we got to plug this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, they definitely catching shows.
What are...
So it's a little pop out. It's not. I'm not even giving them like, bro. I'm giving them a couple bars, bro. It's not. It's a little pop out. Like, homie, you ain't. You know what I mean? Come on, dog. It's the GOAT, man.
It's like Jay-Z's. The rest of y'all throwing shots at nigga. You only get half a ball. Fuck y'all.
I think that you expressed that perfectly on the next song. So the next song is Brick and Mortar, and I wrote down these bars. These are the ones I was talking about, Bludshot. These are for next time.
Oh my God!
So it seems like you say it seems like every time I'm outside, I'm mending fences from sensitive men in my mentions, thinking I'm meant to scorn them. One side is thinking let's ignore them and let your wins be a lesson for them, cause less is more, right? Wrong. My other side, it got less decorum. That's the other side right there. Like
the devil.
It's like fuck them though.
Yeah, bro. Like you trying to be good, and y'all hate, cause it's niggas just haters, bro. That's just life.
Yeah.
But eventually that shoulder, like you go to the other shoulder. You're like, I gotta fuck these. I gotta lay the law down, man.
I gotta do something. Yeah.
And that's funny that I didn't know you were getting like
beef,
smoke. Yeah, like pushback on. I didn't know Miami was I thought y'all had a dope like united hip hop front. Not to say y'all don't, because
that is the case. These are some offshoots that motherfuckers don't even really know these people. You know what I'm saying? So these are like some
they trying to they trying to use that 50
bro,
method.
the thing, look, let me tell you, like the thing is with the people that really been in the Miami hip hop scene for a long time, they spotted that bullshit right away and they were like, nah, we ain't fucking with this. And that's why the shit never went nowhere, because it's like, we already did that, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Miami hip hop, we all were going against each other at one point. Okay. And we all got older and realized that ain't it, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like now the scene is united and we're getting behind people. It ain't just me out here doing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like there's mad people right now that's fucking killing it in Miami. YK Hamilton, Tetris, DU Ivan, like Mowgli. There's some real dope talent out here. You know what I mean? And nobody's hating, dog. Half of these guys were at my album release party. You feel what I'm saying? Or at the listening session. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like we spot the bullshit.
That looked dope. That night looked
dope. Shouts to that, yeah. Shouts to that.
It was, yeah. That shit was fire, bro. Yeah. So yeah, man, we've seen that shit already. We did that shit already. So it's like, bro, you know what I mean? Keep it pushing, bro. Miss me with the play, dude. Yeah. Fuck that.
Absolutely.
It's just hate, man. It's just the fact that they see that, like you said, I forgot what song was that. They see now that you up. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Right.
And they used to seeing you down and shit. Not used to, but they're like, all right, he was here at one point, but now you passed him and shit.
Yo, let me tell you, when I was doing the corporate shit, they loved me then.
Yeah, right.
They loved me then.
You were not competition.
You weren't in their way. Yeah.
You weren't competition.
Yeah. You feel me? Yeah,
they should actually get inspired by you. Like they should use that energy, like you know what I'm saying, and bounce, like reciprocate and try to like, you know, for as good as a rapper is, you need that level of competition to make you even better. Steel sharpens steel. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. But you know what? At the end of the day, bro, that's a compliment, man. If anybody's thinking about your shit that much, that's a compliment, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That means you're definitely out there getting heard, getting recognized, getting motherfuckers hating, man. That's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with hate.
That's what I'm saying. If they ain't hating, then you're probably doing something wrong.
Exactly. Let me ask you a question a little off, a little to the left. Does Tev 95 produce for other people?
Yo, check out the Bar Supply series that he's got with Mandela Esquia. He's an artist from Harlem. Nasty. Yeah, Tev's got a nasty catalog, bro. Go to the 95 Labs. His catalog is tight on Spotify. But if you check out the Bandcamp, bro, that shit goes deep, man. You got hella albums, you know what I mean? Tev's one of the GOATs, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, definitely shout out to the brother Tev.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely, like, helped you shape your sound and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I think y'all too are like fucking
gangster,
salt and pepper and shit. Yeah,
what? Salt and pepper.
Like peanut butter and jelly.
Me and this guy said gangstar. You said salt and pepper.
Yeah, I didn't mean the fucking rap group. I think, yo, y'all go together like fucking
like sazón and adobo, man.
Yeah, bro. Like the taco and the hot sauce, man.
Like cafecito and la espumita and shit.
Y la espumita, you already know, bro.
Yeah, you know.
Then let's get into number 9. This is like
on sales final.
Kind of the only bars that's and it's not even directed toward a girl, but it's like you're just talking about a girl, and I thought that struck me as a little different.
I already know what you're gonna say.
You already know where I'm going. So the brother Shottie says she comatose, and Shorty said I overstroked, almost blew her back out. Thank God for the yoga poses. Shout out to all my yoga practitioners out there.
Shout out to the yogis. Yeah.
That long pipe had her making yodel noises. Yo, all right. So let me finish the bar, but then I'm gonna go back to that. And she is squirted too, but I don't think her boyfriend knows it. Bro, shout out to the squirters. The long pipe got her making yodel noises. You know what I thought back to? Y'all remember motherfucking The Price is Right when they had the game where the little guy got to go up?
The little guy,
I pictured that, and for some reason I realized that the yodelers got the mad long-ass pipe that they yodel out of. Yo, when I put that shit together, I pictured it in my brain. I was like, the long pipe with the yodel noise. I was like, oh.
That's funny, bro.
Yo, that's so fire, funny. Bro. I pictured that whole shit, man. Nah, definitely those bars are fucking crazy, bro.
More reality bars. Let's leave it at that,
man. Absolutely. Again, shout out to all the yogis. Shout out to all the squirters.
I hope her boyfriend found out.
And yeah, shout out to all the Bruces.
If he didn't, he knows now.
You know what I mean?
You had some features on the next joint, Squib Games, right? I believe that's the joint.
Yeah.
You got two features on there, I think, right? Are those fellow Miami artists?
The first one is Dash's Clay, who's a fucking monster out here, one of my favorite artists out here. And the second one is Mandela Esquia. He's the one with the Bar Supply series with Teb. He's out of Harlem. Yeah, they just happen to be two of my favorite artists, bro, to be honest, you know what I mean? So I was like, I just thought they would sound dope together on a track. And bro, that shit came out. Loved it. Actually, at the listening session, that's the one that hit the hardest, which surprised all of us, you know what I mean?
Were they there performing with you that day?
Dash's was. Mandela's in New York, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, so Squib Games, I wrote down, I could tell by how you're moving, shaking, you're flaking, like Cuban pastry. Oh, you got light, you gonna light the room up? Please illuminate me and tell us how you got shooters like you the Navy. But you ain't know I'm a mutant, so how you gonna mutilate me?
Let's go.
The GOAT.
Damn.
Now, again,
but the idea with that one is like, all right, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all bust guns.
Yeah.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? What else are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get it, bro. Bro, listen, dog. I listen to that. I listen to street rap all day. So I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? It's not that I'm hating on this shit, but it's like, okay, let's do more though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I talk about doing dirt too, bro.
Yeah.
But, you know, let's do more. We could do more than that. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what that song was about.
You make, like, the listener really pay attention.
Yeah.
Like, if this music...
it's not for the casual listener.
Yeah, you can't...
You can't just listen to it and be like...
focus on it and really, like, fucking... Like, when I'm writing the bars yesterday, because I really wrote them down...
I'm like, low-key impressed by the bars that you're catching, by the way, dog.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, bro. I fuck with this album, bro.
Nah.
That's what's up, man.
And you know what's dope,
and
too?
I'm going to use all these shits on the gram. Word up. Be on the lookout.
Yeah, fuck it. You know what's dope, too, is like the beats don't overpower your words and the words don't overpower the beats. It's a perfect marriage. That's why y'all, too, you and Tev 95 works like so well together. So well together, you know what I'm saying? It's a perfect marriage, yo.
Yeah, bro. And again, shout out to Tev 95 because sometimes with the samples, I don't know what's only the sample and what he's sprinkling on. You know what I mean? Like, he fits it so perfectly that I can't tell... Okay, those hats are from the sample, or he added those hats or those drum kicks or whatever.
That's a good way to put it, bro. Like, you could barely tell sometimes because it sounds so organic. You know what I mean?
Nah, he's dope.
Does he do the final mix down?
Yeah, mixed, mastered, everything.
Yeah,
and he's there with you in Miami, right?
Yeah, he's out here in Miami. We were both out in Brooklyn for a few years. Then I came back to Miami and he stayed for a couple more years and now he's down here again.
Dope. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to Brooklyn, matter of fact. Shout out to the homie BR Molly. He had reached out like a week ago. Shout out to him.
Oh, yeah.
That's the homie. Y'all fuck with Molly?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he been on the show.
Yeah.
That's the homie, man. Tell him I said what up.
He had us on the
last episode.
On the season
shooting
finale of Money and Violence.
Yeah. That shit was dope.
Shout out to him, bro. Like, he don't understand how dope that was to me.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming to you as well.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yo, as like fans watching that shit on YouTube, and then being there, like
that was dope as fuck.
Yo, that's like some dream come true shit, man. Shout out to the brother BR. Word.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing in Vegas right now. Shout out to him.
Shouts to him.
Brother Shottie, you end the album with Sincerely Yours, and these bars touched me again. You said, bro, you really gotta believe this shit. The ones talking be the first to leave the ship. Then preach about leadership. But how many leaders you willing to bleed for this? How many nights you willing to sacrifice sleep for this? First of all, shout out to that.
I know you ain't directing that shit at me, my nigga.
Is there an arrow? When you do the video edit, put the arrow from Beetlejuice with the lights and shit. Yo, facts, bro. How many fucking liters are you willing to bleed for this blood, and how many nights are you willing to sacrifice sleep?
I know you cannot question that, my nigga. You cannot question that.
No, but not to you, but that's a question that I think we've all had to face.
Absolutely.
And we've all had to we've all been in that position, like, you know.
Those bars are crazy.
Yeah, bro. And that's another thing about the Shottie bars that they're really relatable, like to the masses.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I know you write bars from a very personal place, and they're very like in your life and as you're living it. But it's like, yo, I feel that shit. I feel when you said my other side, it got less decorum. Like, you know, I feel when you said the fucking hater coalition and shit.
The hater coalition.
Bloodshot. I feel that shit. Nah, man, but I really fuck with this album. And who did the? I'm sure you played a part in it. Who else helped you sequence the album?
That was me and Tev, and bro, to be honest, like we were working on the sequence up until the morning of the listening session. Like that's when we finalized it that morning. Like the night before the listening session, we still didn't have the final sequence. Like we really this one was. You was moving. We really fine tuned this one, yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah. And I like how the songs go into each other.
Yeah.
Like there's certain little sound bites and shit that just lead into each other perfectly. Like the little girl with the fucking goat. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah. The Kobe shit.
Yeah. Tev flexed a little more on this one. I felt like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, with the last one, he started that flexing a little more with the Old Dirty Kanye when he did the break that goes into like the Old Dirty Bastard shit.
Yeah.
I think he like just took off from there on this album. You know what I mean? Like this whole album just feels more textured. Like Tev, this album is as much a Tev piece as much as it's a Shottie piece. You know what I mean?
Right. It's the goat farm. Y'all both there, bro.
Yeah. It takes more than one person to send a goat
farm. And also the goat farm, that's exactly it. Like it takes more than two people too.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like this is an inclusive movement. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not excluding. I want you to feel like a goat, bro. We're not threatened by that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a goat, you a goat. Like that's how we should be rocking. You feel what I'm saying? And that to me, that's what goat farm is, dog. Like if you rocking some goat farm merch, it's because you a goat, dog. And you should feel that way. Fuck them if they trying to tell you differently. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah. Yep.
Ain't no one man above the crew, Burnz. You know that shit.
Talk to him.
You're supposed to be brothers. We used to be brothers.
Trying to hear that shit, Sharif.
But yo, if y'all never did, go back and listen to Moskvitch 3.5. It has the song "Old Dirty Kanye" that I played mad times last year, and I'm gonna play mad times this year. If ever you're just like not feeling it, like you know how we lose our mojo sometimes, and you need a bounce back, go listen to that fucking.
Talking to my own reflection.
Definitely gonna give you
like you a motherfucking legend. The whole squad full of guys.
Matter of fact,
do that extra rep in the gym. You know what I mean? It makes you do that extra rep.
The brother Bludshot had edited this dope video of just like a goat, right? He was climbing a mountain or something.
At the top of the mountain. Yeah, I was like, that was my mood. You know what I mean?
Hell,
listening to the track,
I seen that one. Yeah.
Definitely a classic, bro. But that's the album. Yo, keep it real, brother. Shottie, man. Not even like because you're a guest on the show and you're a cool brother and I fuck with you. And I'm gonna go to Miami and I'm gonna go to the Midtown Smoke Shop.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna hang out with you, yo.
Oh yeah. We gotta kick it for sure.
This is a high mic album, yo.
This one is high contention for 5 micers.
Yeah, man.
Because like you said, there's no skips.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no voluntary skips.
It's hard to, you know, because it's so new, I can't give it the 5 mic blessing right now. But yo, it's definitely in contention. And for being that we're only in
January.
Day 7 of 2023, like yo, this shit
it's gonna be hard to
the
beat this.
year off proper.
It's gonna be hard to beat this.
Damn, bro, I just wish I want to help more people fucking hear this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, man, y'all are doing a lot just by allowing me to be on your platform, man. And
sure,
Joe, and I know you've been playing my shit on your other shows and shit.
Sir,
and also, congratulations, bro. I seen you on Times Square, dog.
Yeah, bro. Thank you, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
Shout out to Amp, shout out to UM, shout out to the brother Matt Raz. He's gonna be up here this year.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Combat Jack. He used to work with the brother Matt Raz.
Okay.
And yeah, man. Thank you, bro. Absolutely. We got that was the 2022 vibe. That was the warm up. Now we in the GOAT year, so we gonna do bigger shit. And I'm definitely gonna include you and stuff. I'm gonna hit you, separate off the show for some stuff that we working on our end that we definitely want you to be a part of and
Hell
stuff,
yeah.
brother.
Yeah, anything y'all need from me, you already know, bro. It's his fam. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You already know.
100.
So everybody, make sure you go check out that album, the GOAT
Farm,
out
baby.
now. Go check out the videos. You got a video for Taco Tuesday, and you got
Keep
a
It
video
Pushing.
for Keep It Pushing. I hope we get a video for No Flex. I want to see you doing the tour guide thing.
Yeah.
I think that'll look really dope. What's all right, two-part question. How many songs were left over that didn't make the album, and when's the next project coming? Because I feel like y'all just not gonna stop working while you work the project. You're gonna work the project and continue to work. That's how I feel.
I like these questions. We cut like 3 songs, I think, in the making this album. You know what I mean? And the next project is already done.
I knew it.
Does
it have a title?
Done. Stigmatic.
Oh shit.
Stigmatic. So it's gonna be a little heavier on the religious imagery. This one is produced by my man Digital out of France. So it's entirely produced by Digital. You know, a different sound, definitely a different sound for Shottie. But dope shit. You know what I mean? It's got like an international flavor. It's a little more, I would say, maybe a little more serious. But yeah, that shit's done. And then I'm hoping to drop at least 4 or 5 albums this year.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's where I'm at with it. Yeah.
Do you prefer the one producer projects?
Yeah, like singular producer.
Yeah, man. I mean, bro, trust me, I get the Illmatic concept too. You know what I mean? I am working on a project with multiple producers, but I love when an album has one cohesive sound, bro. You know what I mean? And I love that it's also like, you know, I'm a movie guy too, and I'm a fan of directors. Okay. Like I follow directors. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So it's like I feel the same way about music. Like I want to see someone's full body of work, and that comes from the producer and the rapper. You know what I mean? I just feel like the music has a certain synergy when you do that. So I'm a big fan of that, bro.
I feel like you use movie techniques in your bars. So what I mean by that is, you know how like Scorsese's known for the long cut scene? Yeah. I feel like that's what you do with your bars. Like your bars, they're not 4-bar couplets. They go like a long scene. You know what I mean? Like a no cut, no edit scene.
Or they're not even like on an even numbers. Like they'll go instead of 4, they'll go 5 or maybe 7 bars.
And then there'll be a break and then come back. Definitely dope.
So he'll go Quentin Tarantino.
Are you doing anything on the movie tip? Are you coming back into that field soon as well?
Bro, I'm so hyper focused on this music shit that honestly, I just had to put all that other stuff to the back burner, man. You know what I mean? Like, I think I've been guilty of trying to do too much at times.
Right.
And I feel like the music shit is right. It's the best. It's what I'm best at. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Do you direct your own videos?
Yeah. For the most part. I mean,
so you get it out through that.
Pure Gratitude. Right. Yeah, I kind of get it out through that. But even with the videos, man, I don't try to make them super cinematic.
Right.
To me, the video right now, like the goal of the videos is for it to highlight the music. Okay. So I don't try to do too much, bro. Trust me, I'm a Martin Scorsese devotee, dog. I love Quentin Tarantino. I love Stanley Kubrick. I'm a big cinema guy. You know what I mean? But I think the focus right now is this rap shit. And maybe at some point I'll get to flex my screenwriting skills and directing skills and shit like that. But right now, it's about the rap shit, bro.
Dope. Make sure y'all go check out the Gold Farm. Make sure y'all go check out Moskvitch 3.5, all the Moskvitch series. Make sure you go check out the videos. Go check out that Pure Gratitude video. Did you direct that one?
Yeah. All right, see, my boy Ed shot it, but I love that video.
Yeah, I love that one a lot too.
Because it's real, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's real.
That's good.
So shout out to Mary Jane and shout out to Sauce Kings. They're both in the video too.
And shout out to that cafecito with the old. She made it in the old.
The percolator.
The maquinita.
Come on, man. Yeah, you're doing it the right way.
No instant bullshit. No fucking. What are those things called? Kruger's.
Keurig.
Keurig.
Yeah, the Keurig.
No Keurig bullshit. The old ass Greca.
Whip that shit. Straight up Greca. You whipping up that work.
Word up, man. Shout out to that. You got 10 shots?
Yeah, I do.
Let's get into 10 shots. The brother Shottie and the brother VS going to break it down.
Yeah. The last time we asked you 10 shots, so I got those. We're not going to ask you those questions. I'm going to ask you new questions. All right, so 10 shots with VS. Here we go. Number 10, you already answered this one. I was going to ask you, like, working with a singular producer or multiple producers on albums. You said singular. So that's number 10. Number 9, last episode I asked you if you like Reasonable Doubt or Blueprint from Jay-Z. So this episode I'm going to ask you fuck with Illmatic or It Was Written from Nas.
Illmatic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an easy one for me.
Okay. Since it is 2023, the year of the GOAT, who's the best GOAT? Jordan or Ali?
Jordan. But I'm a basketball. Listen, bro. I'm a basketball.
He got the Bulls hat on. Oh, okay.
I got the Bulls shorts on too, and I got J's on. I mean, I'm a Jordan super fan.
That was easy.
Okay.
Shout out to Muhammad Ali. Much respect. That's the legend. That's the GOAT boxer. And I'm a big combat sports fan anyway. But yeah, Jordan, bro.
No doubt. But Jordan, he's the greatest GOAT.
Yeah, basketball was my first love too before music, man.
Oh wow! So there you
go. I thought I was nice.
So did this guy?
We all did.
Wait. I was actually nice.
You were nice at what? Sitting on the bench?
I could come back next week.
Come back from what? On vacation? All right, number 7. You consider yourself a smoke aficionado. Indica or sativa for you, sir?
Sativa. I'm a worker, bro. Indica, how you in the couch? You know what I'm saying?
Since we on the smoke tip, papers or pipes? Pause.
Papers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we got some really nice bongs over at Midtown Smoke Shop. I'm sorry, water pipes, not bongs. Okay, over at Midtown Smoke Shop.
All right. You prefer to be in the smoke shop or the studio?
That's a good one. I think the smoke shop. Because I write rhymes at the smoke shop. You know what I'm saying? That's where I listen to beats and I formulate my shit.
All right.
It's fun to be at the smoke shop, man. I like selling people shit that I believe in, shit that's dope. You know what I mean? It's fun, bro. I love it.
Make sure y'all go check out the Midtown Smoke Shop down in Miami.
Yeah.
MIA. All right, no doubt. Number 4. We talked about the Griselda sound and all that. Who you prefer, Benny or Conway?
Damn, y'all killing me now. I love them both, man. I'm gonna say Conway because I heard him first.
Okay.
And like when I heard Conway, because I was already a fan of West Side Gun, but when I heard Conway, I was like, oh, okay. Like, they got spitters. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say Conway just because I heard him first. But bro, they're both equally dope, and they got different superpowers too. They're not the same rapper. You know what I mean? They got different superpowers for sure. But yeah, I'll say Conway.
All right. And then
shout to Benny though.
Yeah, for sure. And in that same vein, since you're a big Wu-Tang fan, who you prefer, Ray or Ghost?
My inner thoughts are in the voice of Ghostface.
That's right.
Yeah, bro. I think it has to be Ghostface, but that's not an easy question.
That's not an easy question.
That's why I asked. Because for a long time, Raekwon was my favorite member of Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? Okay. So that's a. You know what? That's unfair, bro. I'm not even gonna answer that. I can't, bro. What are you doing to me here, dog? Come on, man.
I can't make it easy, Papa. I can't
Ray
make it
or
easy.
Ghost? Yeah. Let me say this. Cuban Links, I think, is the best solo Wu-Tang album.
Oh, that's a fact. I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe
yeah.
Oh, well,
it's that or Liquid Swords, you know what I mean?
Well, I'll argue Iron Man is my favorite. Iron Man is my favorite. I'm not saying it's the best, but it is my favorite.
Yeah, fuck your friend. Yeah, you stank hoe. I seen her on the elevator, honey, grab my tango. I love Iron Man, dog.
That's my shit right there. Wildflower, baby. All right, number two. Here we go. Big L or Big Pun? Who you taking?
Big Pun.
Big Pun, that's my guy. Last one. We're gonna stay on the big tip. Pause.
Hey yo.
What?
Number 1. Last question. Pac or Big? Who you fucking with?
Bro, just today, it's funny you asked that. Just today, I was watching the video where they're sitting on the table and they're freestyling and shit.
Oh,
in that video, Pac. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. I listen to more Big, but I feel like Pac is more legendary. If that makes sense. Like Pac is hip hop's Bob Marley, bro.
Yeah, Pac is Pac.
You know what I'm saying? Like Pac is one of the most recognizable faces in the world.
Yeah,
dog.
he's in icon status now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I probably listen to more Biggie, but bro, it's hard to go against Pac. It's hard to go against Pac. You know?
Okay. Absolutely.
He's got the best argument for greatest rapper of all time. Him or Jay. You know?
Okay.
I think there's some disagreements in the room, right?
No. I was gonna say I got there's like YouTube hater comments on my Jay bias.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, how could you be Jay biased against Nas, the GOAT? We've been having this argument for 20 years. Nas, the GOAT, the GOAT.
I'm Jay biased. I feel like Takeover is the better record. I feel like Takeover is the better record, honestly.
Which one?
Takeover.
I feel like Takeover is better than Ether, but you know, that's my hot take. Yeah.
I'll tell you like this: at the time when the whole battle happened, I stuck with Ether, and I still think Nas is the GOAT. Now you ask me if Ether or like you ask me to pick, Takeover aged better. It sounds better today. You know what I'm saying? It's just a better song. It has a better track. It's just a better song in my opinion. I think it hits a little harder.
I feel like now that we're talking about this, it's just like what you said before, like there's just not one GOAT, right? There's a bunch of different GOATs. And I feel like they're GOATs for different reasons. Like, you know, Nas is the greatest at putting rhymes together. Jay-Z is the greatest at putting a hit record out. You know, Biggie is the greatest at just, you know, just what he did, just his charisma. And Pac was the greatest at just being like, you know, revolutionary. Like his sound will never die. So it's just, you know, they inspire me in different ways. And it's hard to put one over the other, you know?
GOATs.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just, you know, YouTube and comment sections for the most part, people just want to fucking argue, and their opinion's the only correct opinion. And if your opinion ain't their opinion, then you suck and you a duck and you don't know shit. But I have fun with it. I like the interaction and I like the YouTube comments, and I'm gonna always be Hove biased because fucking Hove just makes me feel like a goat. Word up. When I listen to Hove, I feel like a goat.
There you go.
To review the 10 shots real quick, solo albums over multi-producers, Illmatic, over It Was Written. To go back to what you said before, my favorite Nas album is I Am.
Yeah, I know.
But Illmatic or It Was Written are like the GOAT albums of Nas.
Yeah.
Yo, the last one he came out with was fire too.
The KD3?
That shit was fire.
Yeah,
you know what might battle it too? Life Is Good.
Yeah, Life Is Good is a great Nas album.
Yeah, that's a good album.
Jordan the GOAT. Let me ask y'all brothers a question. This is a man question.
All right, here we go.
Y'all ever perform, like put on a GOAT-like performance?
Oh, fuck yeah.
And then when you walk, all right, so like when you're done, like you feel like
a GOAT?
Not only like a GOAT, but you be like very specific to like Jackson, Jordan, Tyson.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
hell yeah.
Like them bars just...
They play in your head and shit.
Yeah.
Even while you're doing this shit, you're thinking like, this is my flu game. I'm fucking killing shit right now.
What's the bar?
I perform like Mike. Everyone,
there it is. So shout out to that. Shout out to the bars. Sativa over Indica. I'm an Indica guy personally, but I'm a sleep guy. So there's that. Shout out to Midtown Smoke Shop, right?
100. Yep.
Midtown Smoke Shop. Give them the address again, brother Shottie.
3503 Northeast 2nd Ave, Miami, Florida.
That out. Yep, go get that.
There's nothing mid. There's nothing mid about it. All right?
Nothing mid. So make sure y'all go get that. Get the sativa. Get the indica. Get the papers. Get the water pipes. Get the terps. Get the Goat Farm merch. Hang out with the brother Shottie. So the smoke shop is where you write rhymes. How many rhymes you think you've forgotten?
That's a fact. Yeah, because you don't write rhymes.
A lot, bro. A lot. You know, thankfully, I'm pretty focused. I got my studio at the crib. So it's like when I write shit, I got the mic right there. You know what I mean? So for the most part, I try to get it down, but there's definitely some shit in the graveyard that one day there's probably going to pop back up. You know what I mean? I'll be like,
exactly.
I'll be thankful.
Shout out to that, man. Shout out to all the bars that'll never see the light of day because they just straight up forgotten. Conway over Benny. Shout out to Conway. Shout out to the brother Crisis out in the BX. He's doing a lot of production. I believe this year, I'm going to put it into the Universe Manifesto. He's going to do some work with Conway, with Griselda.
100.
He's moving his way up the list, so shout out to that.
100.
Ghostface over Raekwon. I love that bar. My inner thoughts are in the voice of Ghostface. I feel like I'm fucking it up, but it's sounding like that.
Yeah.
My inner voice sound like Ghostface.
That's the one. My inner voice sounds like Ghostface. Imagine.
Hey,
yo, son.
You better get motivated. Some shit.
Yo, I was just hearing some story he was talking about last night that he got in a shootout.
Oh, yeah.
With the Delphonics.
With the Delphonics with him, right? Yeah.
Crazy.
And at the end, he was like, I knew I should have brought my knife.
The OG. Shout out Ghostface. Shout out
Ghost.
Grave. Season 3 of the Wu-Tang Show coming to Hulu. Shout out to that.
Since we're putting shit out to the universe, we're gonna have Ghostface on the show.
Shout out to that.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
And
to
on Shottie's
Pun.
next album. While we're
And
at
on
it.
Shottie's
And
next
on
album.
Shottie's
That's right.
Rest in peace to Pun. Rest in peace to Big L. Rest in peace
100.
to Tupac. Rest in peace to Biggie.
Yo.
Anyone else we lost? Rest in peace, Gangsta Boo. Rest in peace, 2022.
Yeah.
I think that's it, brother Shottie. Thank you for being on the show.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you for putting this album together. Thank you for putting it into the world. You got any shout outs or any goodbyes you want to give?
Shout out to y'all, first of all, man. Like, I love that this interview was kind of like a deep cut interview about the craft and the lyrics. I don't get to do that very often, and that's super, super fire, bro. So, you know, y'all, the attention to detail with which you reviewed the album is honestly, it's a blessing, bro. So I appreciate y'all. Always love to Tev 95. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally would not be here in this position if not for Tev. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So shout to my family, my wife, my kids, my moms, my grandma. You know what I'm saying? shout to all the homies too, man.
Yo,
Everybody
that's funny.
riding with Shottie, you know
I've
what I
never thought of like Shottie the dad, yo. Next time you come on the show, when you drop your next album, we're gonna get into some Shottie the dad.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Shout out to you though. Thank you for being on the show again.
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out to Tev 95. We got to get him on the show. I want to
Yeah.
talk to him to see what the fuck he be thinking or smoking when he chops these beats up. And
He be
shit.
on some
like,
shit.
Them
Tev's
terps,
an ill dude, bro. He
them
got some.
terps gotta be
Tev's a smart
terping,
dude.
bro.
Yeah, them terps are terrible, boy.
For real,
Yeah.
man. Brother Bludshot, any shout outs or goodbyes? Anything you want to leave on the table? Anything you want to get off your chest?
Yeah, man, it's the GOAT year, man. So we're gonna do GOAT things. Yo, I definitely, last time I was in Miami, I had a fucking blast. Let's see if maybe we could get what's that shit? Wet Willies to allow fucking drinks to go back on the Ave. They didn't let me grab a drink and leave. Unfortunately, I don't know. There's too much violence in Miami. And yo, you know the Gahhd Cast is never gonna die, man. We're gonna do what we do, so we're gonna ride.
Next time you in Miami, Blood, make sure you stop by the Midtown Smoke Shop. Show Shottie some
No,
love.
that-
Yeah,
Get a
fuck
picture
with
with
it.
him.
No, absolutely. Yo, I'm gonna be pumping no flex around the whole fucking hood. And I don't get to go down there too often, but the last time I went, a fucking big ass rainstorm caught me, so it wasn't too much fun. But I'm gonna see if I make it out soon.
Yeah, hit me up and come fuck with the team, man. We definitely show love, bro.
Yeah,
We'll do, my bro. Ya tu sabes, loco.
Brother
Yes,
BS.
Yeah, man. Shouts to my cousin Quick out there in Miami. I'm pretty sure he probably ran in your circles and shit too. Shouts to the brother Brian D. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to the brother Tev 95, man. That dude's a genius, man. Fucking guy's amazing. Shouts to you, man. You put an amazing album together. And it's like I was telling the brother F before Burnz got here and shit. It's the kind of music that I seek out. Like, I want to listen to. Like, I look for that kind of music and shit. Like, I'll listen to other shit, but I look for your specific blend of music and shit.
Yes,
you know what
sir.
I'm saying? So, yeah, shouts to you. Shouts to the team. Fuck it, shouts to 2023. Go, yeah, man. We're going to do some GOAT things, man. Let's go.
Absolutely. Real quick, I ran into the brother Professor. He popped up in the studio right before the show started.
Yeah.
And I told him I'm going to send him your album so he could check it out. Professor is a producer out here that's worked with, like, fucking everybody
Everybody.
can think of. Griselda, anybody from Jersey. Rock Marcy? Rock Marcy,
yeah. So
yeah, so definitely I'm gonna send him a link to your album. Hopefully y'all could connect and do
For
some
sure, y'all
stuff.
could do
I'm
some
looking
work.
forward to the next album, Stigmatic. That sounds crazy. Yeah, man, definitely. Like I said, I'm using all these bars for Instagram quotes. I'm gonna tag you, so
Let's go. I love it.
I'm gonna use it.
yeah.
And thank you again for being on the show, brother.
Yeah,
thank
man.
you for the album. Thank you for being a good dude and interacting and breaking shit down.
Thank you for being a good dude and an even better MC.
Yes,
Word
absolutely.
up. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. This is the
Appreciate you
season
guys, man.
5 world premiere, the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast season 5. Make sure y'all tune in on Roku, eventually on Hulu.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all go to the YouTube. Shottie also has a YouTube. Make sure you're following his page.
That's right.
Check out the new videos. Make sure you're following the Gahhd Cast. Make sure you're following at Shottie305 on IG. Make sure you're following at GAHHD_podcast. Stay in tune. We got a lot of dope episodes coming. And I think that's it. We're going to end with the love song of the week. This is a song from the year 2013. It's from a young brother named James Blake. The song's called Retrograde, because I don't know about y'all, but Retrograde be kicking my ass. And
This guy.
and it's dedicated to all the nurses. Shout out to the nurses, man. They don't get enough love in the world.
Man.
So Brother F is going to hit me. Brother Shottie, thank you again for being here. Brother VS, Brother Blood, I am the Brother Burnz. This is the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast Season 5 premiere. Shout out to all the ladies, the wives, the moms, the girlfriends, the aunties, the grandmas, the daughters, the goddaughters. Happy birthday, Tiana, 24 years old, Kobe year in the Jordan year. Shout out to the thotties and the side pieces, strippers, teachers, bartenders, nurses, hairdressers. We love you all.
Chill.
And I'm out. If you know the words, sing along. I don't think anybody knows the words but me, but fuck it.
He's done.
It's going out to all the ladies. Keep your heads up. Stay strong in the new year. Get rid of that loser-ass boyfriend. If he's not making you squirt, then he hurt. Leave him in the dirt.
He's got a point, though. He's really got a point.
Vibe out, vibe out. Shout out to Shottie. Shout out to 795. Shout out to Miami. Shout out to the Brother F, Straight Fuego Studios. As always, shout out, happy belated birthday to Dolly.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all get your teeth whitened.
Doing it right.
What else we got? Shout out to everybody. Happy birthday, Tiana, the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. In a world so cold, you're on the woo! Always!
Hey.
All the ladies, ignore everybody else. We're on our own. When your friends are gone.
Chill.
And we out. Brother Shottie, much love, brother.
Thank
Enjoy
you,
the
sir.
rest of your day, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Peace.
I love my niggas.
Brother Blood, we out, buddy.
No diggity. Peace, y'all.